Hey guys, well, I've officially jumped into fall head first. I have my flannel on, I have my leaf earrings in, I have my fall backdrop. I'm ready to go. I know we've got just a little bit of summer left, so I'm not trying to wish it away, but fall's my favorite time of year, and I love the colors of fall, I love the feel of fall, I just love everything about it. So I couldn't let this opportunity pass me by to just jump head first, and life's too short not to enjoy the things that you enjoy, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm not rushing you into it, but I'm just in the fall mood. So with that being said, I got a new order from Juvia's Place I'm super excited about, and I cannot wait to dive into this. I have been waiting to use it till today. Well, some of it, let's say some, because I did use some, but I'm so excited about this. I am excited to do a little bit of a fall makeup look and try a little bit of a new eyeshadow trend, maybe. We'll see how we feel. Life's a changing once again for me, so I'm excited to kind of update you a little bit about that and let you know what's going on in my life, and just, you know, talk a little bit too. So this video is jam-packed with things, so let's get going. So first of all, I got this for free, and I already have one of these. This is the Heroin Glow, the Heroin Glow 1 by Juvia's. It is a highlighter, and I do plan on giving this to my sister, so that's why I feel okay opening it and taking it out. Now, highlighting, this might be a bit deep, just a little bit, but eyeshadow, I think we could do that. Here's what it looks like on my hand. Very beautiful. But I love the packaging of it. I think the packaging is so cute, and I just love how it just looks really fancy. So I didn't grab mine, and I should have, but sorry sis, but I'll give this to her when I see her. They also had like a 50% off on some of their eyeshadow palettes, so I took the chance to grab the Warrior 2 palette because I have the Warrior palette and I love it, so I decided I needed this one. So this is something I've already used. I used it the other day. I love the packaging though. Is that not beautiful? And then here are the colors. Does that not scream fall to you as well? Very neutral, but also very like these bright oranges and coral. Like I could do something with that, you know. I just love these, love them. I did grab my Warrior palette so you can see the difference between the two. So this is the Warrior and this is the Warrior 2, and then the Warrior I've had a lot longer, so it's a little worn, but it's very, very neutral, and it's not all matte. So this is very neat to have that it's an all matte palette. But I used it, formula's great, always is with Juvia's, and very happy to have that in my collection. And then they just recently released some brow products, and so I could not wait to try them. So I got these. They are the Eye Sculpt Eye Shade. I got the brow pen and the brow pencil, and they're both in the shade medium brown. And I had to pull these out and use them the other day because they were calling my name, okay? And spoiler alert, I like them. I like the pencil because it's not too creamy to where like it just slips and slides everywhere, but it's creamy enough to where like it works, you know what I mean? So here's a swatch of the pencil. This is medium brown. So for me, it's like actually a perfect color for my brows. I like to do a little bit of an ashy tone now that I have this blonde hair that needs a little bit of a purple shampoo. It's looking a little yellow today, but and then I also grabbed the brow pen because you guys know I love a brow pen, and it's not a felt tip, it's like a brush tip. I'm going to do some strokes so you can kind of see the two next to each other. So here's the strokes of the pen, and then that's just the pencil itself. So I like them both. They're very nice. Really great to have in my collection. So I'm going to use these today. But the whole reason I made the order were these that I'm about to talk to you about, and I have not used these. This is what I'm really excited to use today. They just recently came out with 4 eyeshadow quads. So there's 4 different ones, but they're each a quad. So let's take a look. So this first one is the Rebel Grays. These actually are bigger than I thought they were going to be. Like, it's about the size, a little bit bigger than the palm of my hand. And at first I thought, I have some cool tones. I don't really need the grays. I think I'll wait. But then I was like, I think I need them all. So I went ahead and got them all. So we have them all here. But I mean, it's Juvia's place. I'm not worried about quality, you know? So here are the swatches. I should have done it. I do it when I'm looking down at my hand, and I don't know why I did that. But I swatched top left to right, and then bottom left to right. So here's what they look like. I love these shades. They're so pretty. Hope you can tell. All the these are all shimmers. These two have a little bit more shimmer than this one. But this is also a shimmer shade, and then this is a matte. So yes, I'm glad I got this because I love cool tones too. So coming up for fall and winter, I'm gonna use cool tones. So I'm very glad that I got this. And honestly, here lately, I've been going for smaller palettes. I like just the ease of it. Like if I look at a bigger palette, sometimes I'm a little bit like overwhelmed, and I'm like, what do I do? Which one do I choose? And I'm really glad that people offer smaller quads, because then you have just 4 shades to work with, and you can just use those 4 shades. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. So the next one, we have the Rebel Mints, MINTS. Here's the packaging on it. So pretty. Oh wow. I just have to say that their shimmers are just so creamy. So creamy. Let me just show you my swatch. I'll hold it up so you can watch me swatch it. Did you see that? Do you see that pigment? Pretty nice. Again, the mattes, the pigment is amazing. Let me just swatch it for you. So good. And I still have some on my fingers. These are so pretty. I love these. This first one is a duochrome. I don't even know if you can tell in there in the pan, but it is. It's so pretty. The camera won't do it justice, but man, is that beautiful. It's like blue to green duochrome. It's so pretty. Then I have the Rebel Honey palette. Once again, packaging is superb. How beautiful are these shades? Okay, mustards. Ah! They make me so excited. So let's swatch these together, since I didn't do that on the first one. Holy pigment. Do you see that? Oh my gosh. Okay, 2 more. Those aren't my best swatches, but I'm trying to do it and not look, which is not a good idea. But look at that palette. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. And I might have saved the best for last. The Rebel Army. So pretty. Packaging, A+. Look at these colors. So pretty. Okay, I'm gonna watch myself do this so that I don't mess it up this time. Gorgeous, gorgeous. One more time. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. I don't know if you guys have seen the new trend that's going around, but it's called a reverse cat eye. Probably have. It's pretty popular right now. And I want to try it. So I think I might try it with the greens, like the Army, that last palette, I think. So in order to do this, we're going to do my face first. To my knowledge, Juvia's Place does not have a foundation primer. I could be wrong, but I don't think they do. But I just recently picked this up and I want to use it. It looks really cool on camera. It's called the Wet n Wild Impossible Primer. The one silicone-free primer that does it all is what it says. So it's supposed to mattify, hydrate, blur pores, and make it last, make your makeup last. And it's also silicone-free. So let's use it. I'm gonna squirt it out too much. This really looks like my Touch and Soul primer. And we're going to use Juvia's Place Eye Magic Velvety Matte Foundation. This is in the shade Malta 640. And I'm going to squeeze it on my finger and then just dot it around my face because it has incredible coverage. You don't need a whole lot. But I also got a new Juno & Co sponge, which I'm very excited for. The coverage. Oh my god, the coverage is really, really good with this one. My only complaint with it is a little yellow. It looks more yellow on my camera than it actually does in person. In person, it actually matches me pretty well. But on camera, I look a little yellow. I'm going to take some of my Soul Body Face and Body Bronzing Balm. And I'm going to take this on the back of this. And just start working that on. So then I'm going to go for my Flower Beauty Light Illusion Concealer. I have the shade Fair. This has almost like a pinky tone to it. But I really don't mind it, to be quite honest. Okay, so I'm going to set it and I'm going to use my Peach Perfect. Can you guys see why I love that setting powder so much? It like blurs. It's good. It's good. Okay, I'm going to take my Juvia's Place Bronzed Light Palette. This is what it looks like. Take a brush like this. And I'm going to dip into both, actually. I did tap it off because it is super pigmented and I didn't want to go overboard with it. Alright, let's do brows next, just because I feel like I work better when my brows are on. So I'm going to first use the pencil. I'm going to use the spoolie and just spoolie through my brows. Then I'm going to take the pencil end, actually, and draw a line underneath here. So I just kind of try to clean it up a little bit. So there's a trick to brows, and I don't know if you guys have ever heard this or not, but you're supposed to go like the bulb of your nose. You're supposed to go from here, and like that's where my eyebrow should end. So I'm missing quite a piece of eyebrow right here. Can you see that? I waxed my eyebrows the other night and took off way too much. So I should have more eyebrow on the end. And I'm not going to fill in that much because it's going to look crazy. But I will try to do a little bit of filling in right through here. And then for where your arch should start, it should be an angle from right here. So just kind of eyeball it. But if you need to, you can kind of do however works for you, you know. If you feel like you need to make a little mark or something in your eyebrow, do that. But that's where your arch should start, and that's where mine is. And then your eyebrow should end just right about here. And mine ends about the right place. It's just this right here. I accidentally did that. I did not mean to take it off. Like, I took off too much. I feel like if I was a beginner and I wasn't exactly sure where my brow or where my arch should be, I could do something like that. like put a little dot there or something, just to know that's where I should start my curve. And then I want my brow to end right about there. Okay, so I'm doing a little something different with my brows today. I'm just gonna try it, see how I like it. So I have them outlined, and then I'm gonna take the spoolie and just kind of brush through them a little bit, just to sort of blend that pencil through. And then I'm gonna take my brow pen, and I'm not gonna like fill it in like color. I'm gonna take soft strokes, like brow strokes, through the hair. See how I just filled that in a little bit? But I didn't just like color it all in. I just took some soft strokes through there, and then I'm gonna take my spoolie, the spoolie in, and I'm just gonna kind of brush through there and soften that. I do like a brow gel, so I'm going to use this. Did they have brow gel? I'm surprised I didn't get it. They're a little different than I normally do them. And I just put a few strokes right here in the front of my brow. I don't know why they do have brow gel and I didn't get it. I don't know why. I'm gonna go into my Warrior 2 palette, and I'm going to take this first shade here, Yodit. Sorry, I'm not trying to purposely mispronounce. I just don't know. So I'm just taking that on a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna put that through the crease. So you can do that with a bronzer shade. You don't have to have the Warrior 2 palette. But then just on the lid, I want to take and put just a little something. So I'm going to take this is my Glaze Lit Kit from Lorelei Los Angeles, and I'm going to take the shade Glow Gal right here. I'm going to take just a little bit on my finger and tap that on the lid. I just wanted something very soft on the top. And so now I'm going to take the Nubian liner from Juvia's Place in Cocoa. It's just a brown shade. And I'm going to put that in my waterline. So I put just a little bit on my waterline as well, or on my lash line, not my waterline. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it with this little pencil brush I have. Just to smudge it out. Okay, so that's what I wanted. And then I'm going to go into the Army Greens. I'm going to take this bottom darkest shade, and I'm going to put it on a brush that's not, it's not packed super stiff, but it is pretty packed. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pat this color along that liner. Do you see how it kind of blended out just a little bit? That's okay, because I want that. I want that. If you have a car that sounds like that, why? Why? Okay, so do you see that? Very smoky. Then I'm going to take this a little bit lighter shade of green, and I'm going to buff along there as well. This brush I'm using is just a little less dense. And it could get messy, so don't worry about it. We'll clean it up. Trust the process. That's what I tell myself. Trust the process. And then I'm going to go into the Mints palette, and I'm going to take this lightest mint shade right here. See, it's getting less intimidating. Then I'm going into the Warrior palette, and I'm going to take this shade here. It's called Hosi. I think that's what it's called. Okay, so this looked a little intimidating. I was like, whoa, okay, I don't know what we're doing here. And then you see how we pulled it back in? All I did was buff that like creamy shade underneath. And so it's pulling it back up, I'm pulling it in, we're getting a rain on it. So don't worry. My best piece of advice for you when you are blending, and if it ever does get like too high up on the brow or something, take a creamy shade like that that's pigmented. You need a pigmented shade. But when you do that, I mean, look at the difference. I mean, I can see the difference. I hope you guys can. And then just because I can, I want to take, I think this deepest green shimmer shade. I'm going to take a liner brush, dip in there, get it on my liner brush, and then I'm going to just kind of put a little bit here on the bottom. So I also want to put just a little bit of black liner on the top, liquid liner. So I'm going to use my Tarteist double take liner. So I just do a line like that. I was trying to keep it as thin as possible, but sometimes it gets a little thicker than intentions. And so I'm going to take my Lancome Seals Booster XL, and I'm going to try to get away without wearing false lashes today. So this is a pretty dramatic eye, so we may need them, but I'm going to try my best. So then I'm going to use my Fenty Beauty Full Frontal Mascara. So I have the Sahara Blush Volume 2 palette, and I have the Blush Volume 2 palette. I think I might actually use this. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to tap those together. And then put that on as blush. Then for highlighter, I'm just going to go back into the Glaze Lit Kit and do highlighter. I'm going to use the lightest shade Diamonds. Okay, so I wasn't crazy about how it was looking, but I like something that I did a little bit better. So what I did was, after I highlighted, I thought, what about that inner corner can I do to make it a little bit more green? So I went to the Mints palette and I took this lightest shade and I put a little bit of that on this inner corner. I think I might put just a tiny bit more. So it's so beautiful, so blinding. So I put that shade on the inner corner. I put just a little bit more just now. I love that. I love that shade. But anyway, so I wasn't crazy about how that black liner was looking because it looked a little bit disjointed from the cat eye. So what I did is I went back into this Juvia's Place palette and I took this shade here and I just took a liner brush and I went over that black liner, and it just makes it like it's joined with everything now. Like it looks like it's supposed to go together. I think it looks so much better. I'm much more happy with it now. So, yes, okay. Much happier. Because it just looked out of place there for a little bit. I was like, why is it looking this way? I'm going to do one of my favorite nude combinations for lips from Juvia. So I'm going to take this Sweet Nothing lip liner. I love that lip liner. It's so pretty. And then I either take the Mademoiselle lipstick or I take Libra. So Libra is a little bit deeper. And then Mademoiselle is a little lighter. So I think I'm going to take this one, which is Mademoiselle. I love that color combo. All right, so there's my take on the reverse cat eye. It took me a little bit to get here and finally here. And I just realized I got so busy concentrating on it that I did not tell you guys about some stuff going on in my life. So I told you guys how I passed my test for my medical coding. Woo, yay. I'm so happy that that is behind me. I'd been looking for a job in medical coding, which had been a little bit of a challenge because no one told me that in order to find a job in medical coding, working from home most likely that you needed to have experience. Well, how do you gain experience as a new coder? And I was worried, like, how am I going to find work, basically. So anyway, I was applying at different places, and I have someone who, knew that I went through all this, and she reached out to me and she said the company she was working for just was getting ready to hire. And so I put my application in, and she told me, the jobs went fast. So of course, did everything as quickly as possible. Actually, while I was on vacation, I did my interview with this company. So it was a, phone interview. And so then it took forever for me to hear back from them. I thought, well, surely I didn't get it, because I hadn't heard anything from them. So, fast forward to 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, I got a phone call and they offered me a job. So, I'm just so incredibly thankful, because not only is it a great job that I wanted, but it's a job working from home, which is absolutely amazing, because that's going to give me some time to be with my mom, but also, work on my boutique that, I love so much. And then, I get to work on a job that I really think I'm going to love. And I know that, if you know me personally, I've went through a few jobs in my lifetime and a few different careers, but I really feel like this could be what I retire from, you know what I mean? And I need to figure it out, because, like, I need to just do it. So, I said all that to say, I'm getting ready to start a new job, and since I'm going to be working from home, there's going to be a little bit of a different atmosphere for me, because we have a smaller home, and the room that I used to do my makeup videos in, that was our spare bedroom. And so in that room, it houses still all of my makeup, and then we have a bed in there, and some different things, but it's mostly my makeup. And where I'm at now, I'm in the downstairs of our home, and it's an unfinished basement, so it's not like it's just part of, like, a double, piece of the home. It's just unfinished down here. So I didn't want to move my makeup down here, because I was afraid, with damp air and things in the basement or whatever. So because of different circumstances, I am going to be moving my makeup down here. And I am going to, the majority of the collection, at least, like everyday things, will probably still be up there for me, readily available, but the bulk of it will be down here. So I'm getting ready to make some changes. Getting a bigger desk, the desk that had my makeup on it before. I have to get a bigger desk. So that desk will be moved down here, and yeah, so it's just, there's a lot of different moving parts. And so I was a little hesitant to bring stuff down here, but I really feel like it's going to be okay. I'm down here a lot anyway, especially now with my boutique. I spend a lot of time down here. So I could have set my office, my home office up down here if I wanted to, but just for a lot of reasons, I think it would be better just up there. And then, to have this space specifically for boutique makeup stuff. So I do makeup videos for myself. Like, I enjoy this. So as long as you guys enjoy it, I will continue to make them. Maybe if you don't, I still will, because it gives me a little bit of a release to play in some makeup, it helps me feel better. So that's why, I don't look at this as anything like I have to do it. Like, I enjoy doing this. So the boutique, I don't look at that as work either, because I find so much joy in that. So I'm just really excited about a new chapter of life, getting getting back into the workforce, a true job. You know, I've been working. I honestly, I've not stopped. But it's just not been a 9 to 5, you know, and so this job will be a little bit different because I will be working from home and things will be, you know, that'll be a little bit different. I've never done that before, so I'm very thankful to have a job like that, especially in the climate we live in today. But I'm nervous, you know, to see how that's gonna play out too. So we'll see how it goes. But I think that I'm really going to enjoy working for the company that I've gotten hired by, and I'm just really, really excited to get started. So with all that being said, that's the huge life change thing that's happened for me. I don't want to take any time away from my boutique because it is doing so well, and I'm so appreciative for everyone. If you've bought anything from me, thank you so much. So I don't want to take time away from that, but at the same time, I need a job as well. I want to use the degree that I was, you know, I worked so hard to get, and maybe at some point in the future my boutique will like blow up and that'll be all that I can do, and that will be wonderful. But in the meantime, I'm going to be working from home, and I'm so excited, and I look at this as a long-term thing. I don't look at it as short-term. So I'm very excited for it, and yeah, so schedule might be a little bit different. There may be less frequent uploads, but just wanted to let you guys know that that's something that's going to be taking place. So next week I actually start a week from today. So I'm excited for it. I think it's going to be a great thing. This week is going to fly by. I have so much to get done in this week, but I have a lot of office stuff that's being delivered this week to set some things up. Yeah, so it's going to be a busy week, but I'm excited, and probably by the time you guys see this, I'll already have started my job, so it'll be old news by then. But I just wanted to share that with you. I share a lot of my life with you, so I decided to share this as well. So thank you guys so much for all your support, all your love. I appreciate it. I feel it. I'm so incredibly grateful and thankful for what this YouTube thing has brought me. You know, I don't have a ton of followers like some people do, and that's okay. That's not what I started this for. I started this for like an outlet for me, and it really has helped in so many ways. Like, one day we'll get into all that, but for now it's just really been a help to me, and so I don't want to quit this because it helps so much. So I just want to juggle, you know, so there's just going to be, you know, pieces of me here, there, and everywhere, but at the same time I just have to manage my time. So I still want to continue to do this. I just don't want to take time from other things as well. So if you see less videos, that's why. But I'm hoping to continue as much as I can. I did it before when I worked full-time, but I didn't have the boutique then. So that's another added thing in there. And the boutique is something that I definitely, it's rolling right, you know, right ahead full force, and I'm excited about it. So I need to, you know, devote time and energy on that as well. So but life is crazy. It really truly is, but that's okay because I enjoy it and I'm thankful for it. And it's been a roller coaster year. It really has. If you go back to my videos from January and kind of see my transition from January till now, you'll see just how roller coaster of a year it has been for me. But I'm not alone. I know that there are people out there who have gone through much worse. So I'm not trying to say that I'm the only person who's experienced a roller coaster. So I'm just thankful to still be standing at this point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of myself. You know, my dad, he taught me to be a strong person. He's taught me to stand when all the world is falling all around you. You stand strong and you don't fall with it. Like you continue to stand. And I mean, basically that's what's happening right now, you know, in the complete world, but also just in my world, you know. And it's so nice to have that instilled in me. Like he instilled such a work ethic in me that he never gave up. He never quit. You know, even when he wasn't feeling well and he probably should have kept going, like he kept pushing himself. So for me, seeing that and seeing how he continued to push and seeing how he made it through those things, it gives me hope that I'm able to do that, because I'm his offspring. And he, you know, he taught me a few things, and I'm thankful for what he taught me while I had him, and I want to make him proud still, you know. So I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna get sad. I just want to still make my dad proud. So with all that being said, I have always worn a lot of hats. That has never been something I'm not familiar with, but with the changes coming, you guys might see that a little bit too. So I just wanted to kind of update you on that. So thank you guys so much for all of your support and love. Like I said, I truly do appreciate it. You mean so much to me that you just don't know. But thank you for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're staying safe. I know things are kind of ramping back up again, so I hope you're staying safe, happy, and healthy. And if you're not, my prayers are with you. Just know that, and just know that it's gonna be okay. Somehow, some way, it'll be okay. So yeah. I hope you have a wonderful day, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.